Hey, Shoni from SpeedCubeView.com. So this is the Mini Cyclone Boys FeiTeng, I believe it's pronounced, and this has the craziest core I have ever seen. On the third podcast, someone asked a question of what a good mini puzzle is for traveling, and I suggested this one. It's maybe too small for one-handed, but it's a really amazing cube. It's about 40 millimeters, so slightly smaller than the smallest DaYan one, but it's stickerless, which is, I think, really good for traveling because you don't have to worry about stickers getting scratched or peeled off. It works pretty well, and it's just really nice. But he wrote me back about a week later saying he got it, he loves it, but there's a problem. He couldn't tension it. So I took a look, and yeah, that's not a screw. And I tried taking tweezers. It looked like this little plastic thing I might be able to turn, and I couldn't turn it. I couldn't move that. So I took it more apart. And once I got a few pieces out, it started to do something kind of weird. It started to feel really flexible, more flexible than I would think the puzzle should be. Because once I got to about this point is when this happened. That right there. This is not one solid core. This is a center rod with these four pieces around it. I guess, actually, this is probably my first ever fidget spinner. But yeah, I don't know the reason for this, though. If this is because of manufacturing, maybe it's easier that it's two pieces and not one piece. That could be why. It might be for a design that maybe it corner cuts a bit differently or better because of that. I don't know for sure. So actually, if you are an engineer and know anything about this, let me know if this does anything, if it's just for manufacturing or what that is. But this has got to be the craziest core I have ever seen. And it doesn't seem to really affect the puzzle too much, whether I solve it on the white side or the green side or whatever that is. Now, this does make putting it together a little more difficult because when I put this first side on, I kind of have to push this edge down. So I'll put this first piece on here and then just kind of keep that stable right there. That way it doesn't keep sliding around or falling off. So let's get this there, put that corner on. But other than that, that's kind of it. I just want to talk about that. I was going to talk about this in the fourth podcast, and then I actually completely forgot. And then I realized I'd rather just talk about it and show you guys in a video so you can see the core itself, because not a ton of people are going to have this to check it out for themselves. I do recommend getting this puzzle. If you want something to travel around with that's not that bad, that can actually work really well as a travel one, that could even fit in your pocket, this would be the one to get. Now, if there is something else that's even crazier as far as a core, let me know. Something like the Rubik's brand I don't think is that crazy. It has sort of this sphere on the inside, but it's still the basic core that has four rods coming out. The sphere, I honestly don't know why it's there, because the pieces will move around it just fine either way. So, once I get this last one on, let's make sure that this is solvable. I might have to alter pieces again. Well, cross is almost kind of done, so let's fix that cross. And then, well, that was an unnecessary move right there. That was also kind of unnecessary. So far, so good. All the pieces oriented. Ooh, this is not going to work. I'm going to have to move, I think, two edges around. Yep. Okay, so I will fix that. And I think that's about it. So, thank you guys very much for watching. If you have any other thoughts about some other crazy cores or why this might be like this, let me know in the comment section below. And as always, stop by SpeedCubeView.com for more news and reviews.